Hello there everyone, my name is Clink and welcome back to Dark Souls. Today is probably going to be the last part of the base game, other than the final boss, which of course is going to be after we cover the DLC. But yeah, today we're going to essentially just do everything we need to do to actually enter the DLC, which is really just a few loose ends that I neglected earlier on in the game, specifically on the way to fighting Havel here in Darkroot Basin. There is one quest line I think we're going to try to fit into today. It's a really short one, and it can hardly even be called a quest line, but it's an NPC I want to show anyway, and since our covenant does not matter anymore, I can actually do it, although I don't know if I will be allowed to join it, since I was kind of mean to the cat, because we need to join the Forest Hunter Covenant to do it, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, let's kill these crystal golems here that we've been fighting a decent handful of fairly recently, since we just finished Duke's Archives last time, but yeah, we got the other Hydra too. And this one I actually find more annoying than the one in Ash Lake, kind of, just because you have to get a lot closer to the edge of the water to kill this one. But it also has a lot less health, so hopefully this will go pretty well. Just be on the lookout when you're walking in the water. I think that's the edge right there. So we'll just give him a nice slash. It's honestly hard to tell if that is the edge of the cliff or not, but God, he takes up so much space and sends so much smoke everywhere that I can't even tell if... oh my goodness, how am I not dead? Okay. Come on, buddy. Use that disgusting claymore range. You gotta love it. Yeah, since I kind of one-shot their heads, it might actually be a bit more difficult than I thought. But one thing I can go on ahead and do is equip the rusted iron ring, which I got a lot more of the rings in this playthrough than I thought I would, so it takes a little bit to find some of them. Yeah, that's definitely the edge right there. The biggest problem is that some of the heads just go so far away, and I think one of them actually is just straight up over the water. Okay. Neither of them will hit me from here, so we're just going to head over here, hit this one, hopefully. And is that it? There we go, okay. We have to kill the Hydra. There's the regular knight armor, by the way, if you want that. Dust Crown Ring, which the Dust Crown Ring is pretty cool. It actually will have your health, but it increases the amount of spells you have for a given spell by 50%, so it's a decent trade-off. So we've actually already passed the item that we need to enter the DLC. It's right at the start of Duke's Archives, so I'm going to have to go back to get that. But the reason we don't have it is because the enemy that'll drop it won't drop it until we complete this stuff here, because this is actually going to be where we enter the DLC from. But once we defeat the Hydra, over here is going to be a new enemy. Once I get back into the game and avoid all the PlayStation Plus stuff that I feel like I'm mentioning for like the 7th time in this Let's Play. But yeah, this golden crystal golem will be over here, and this is actually what we're after. So we could have done this the very first time we came through Darkroot Basin, but like I said, I just neglected to do it. And upon killing him, we will meet a new NPC.
So, 'tis thou who rescueth me. Most gracious, I am deeply obliged. I am Dusk of Ulyssil. I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here for long, so, before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing. My home, Ulyssil, is the home of ancient sorceries. My hope is to pass this profound knowledge to thee, with thine approval. Would this be of assistance to thee? My heartfelt thanks. I am pleased beyond words. Then I shout, engrave my signature. If thou art in need, pray summon me from my signature. It seems that my time is done. May the great flames guide thee.
Okay, once Dusk disappears, so she's from Ulyssil, a long-forgotten place, which we'll actually be seeing in the DLC, but What we need to do, I believe at this point we can enter the DLC, but I want to actually show everything involving Dusk since we're here anyway, and all the enemies are cleared out. If we just go back across to the other side here from where we came, and don't worry, we're going to have to cross this yet again. To also mention, I did get some homeward bones off screen before I started this part, that way I'm not forfeiting all my souls every time I need to go back to a bonfire. But yeah, you can find a summon sign for Dusk over here. You don't need to confirm it or anything, you don't need to be human. Just come over here, summon her, and she'll come through space and time to help you out once again.
I am Dusk of Ulysio. It is an honor to see thee again. I shall follow thy wishes.
So she'll give you the proper bow gesture, and we're also going to be able to purchase a few spells from her, mostly you know, utility spells. None of these are going to do offensive damage, but these are sorceries if you want to power up your sorceries. And then I'm going to go back over to that cave, and I'm going to quit out of the game and come back in, because there's an item, specifically Dusk armor set, that will be there now that we've summoned her. Okay, I lied. You don't have to reload the game. It's just here now, so we'll go ahead and pick it up. And then, yeah, the next time we'll be here, there's going to be something that'll take us to the DLC, because we're going to get the item for it. But that will get you the Pretty Princess dress and the Crown of Dusk, which the Crown of Dusk is actually really good. I believe it gives you a straight 20% increase to spell damage of all kinds of spells, just by wearing it. So, very good item to have. And we'll go on ahead and warp out. We'll go on ahead and actually go to Duke's Archives to get the item that we need. And actually, it'll be better to go to Anor Londo, I think. Yeah, I'll actually warp over to Anor Londo. Actually, no, I need to make up my mind, but it's probably better to do this one, actually. It's a-okay. Oh, right, I should probably, get the rusted iron ring off so that I'm not medium rolling. Ew, medium rolls. Those are lame. I have to fast roll. If only I could do ninja flip Havel's armor, that would be awesome. Which I'm actually going to show how to get the ninja flip ring today, assuming that I can join the Forest Hunters Covenant, if you know about it at all. If you don't, it's very cool. But I won't be able to really showcase ninja flips unless I take off all my armor, which I probably will. Just to show ninja flips, because they're so cool. But, yeah. Essentially, right at the start of Duke's Archives is where this item is going to be. Hello! Excuse me. Pardon me. And where did you come from? I don't think I saw you there a second ago. Okay, let's not die to all the enemies that we slaughtered the first time we were here. Man, they do so much damage when they're buffed up like that. But it's all fine and dandy. So yeah, the crystal golem that is off to the left here is actually what we are after. We can get past these crystal hollows. So yeah, once you kill it, you will drop us a little bitty item, the broken pendant. This will go to your key items with all your embers and lord souls and whatnot. There it is. So we can now access the DLC. But I'm going to meet you guys at the cat so that we can join the Forest Hunters Covenant, hopefully. I apologize for all the skipping around, but I don't want to show all the walking and backtracking, because I have to walk pretty far to some of these places, so I'll see you there. Okay, moment of truth.
Begun from here.
Okay, yeah, I kind of thought so. Essentially, if you join the Covenant, there will be a guy that will stand out here. His name's Shiva, and he has a little sidekick, and you want to kill the sidekick, quit out, grab the ring, and then Shiva will try to attack you. And that'll get you the ninja flip ring, but since I kind of pissed off the cat before, I can't really do anything now, so sucks to suck in that case. But I'll meet you guys back over at Darkroot Basin so we can enter the DLC. Okay, one more time that we have to make this trek. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else in the base game that's really worth showing. I've done pretty much all of the NPC quest lines I can remember other than the final step of Logan's. Griggs is still here, and we missed Quaylana outright, but other than that, I really can't think of anything. We've beaten all the bosses, we've seen all the areas. At this point, all that's left to do is go back to Firelink Altar, put in the Lord Souls, and go find Gwyn, but yeah, if there's anything else you guys want to see me do in the base game at all, let me know on this video, because I'll hold off on recording the final part until this goes up at the very least. I'll probably record the whole DLC in one sitting, not right now. I'll do the first boss of it. This is probably going to be the shortest episode of the whole series, other than maybe the final one. Because once we enter, the first boss is pretty much immediate. Here we go. Once you're ready to enter the DLC, and I'm actually going to do this so I don't forget about it. Go on ahead and examine this. What these cutscenes have been telling me is that I'm gonna really have to lower the game audio on OBS during the credits, but yeah, here we are in Artorias of the Abyss. You can warp out at any point from this, but this is the beginning of the DLC content for Dark Souls. The only expansion, there's gonna be 3 areas to do here and 4 bosses. The first one is pretty much immediately. It's a nice showcase on what to expect from this. So we're going to go on ahead and fight this today. It has no weaknesses, really. It's best to just fight with physical damage. This is the Sanctuary Guardian. The DLC is going to be a very big difficulty increase from the base game, by the way. The bosses are going to be faster. They're going to be more aggressive. They're going to be more difficult in just about every way. You will need pretty high stats for this expansion, so just be ready to roll with it. As you can see, we're still doing pretty decent damage. I mean, having a maxed out weapon and pretty good stats. Anything over, like, level, I'll say 65 is good for this. I'm gonna have to really turn stuff down for this, aren't I? This is like my worst performance against this boss ever. I really like this fight though. It's although surprisingly it's probably the least interesting of the DLC. If I can get a hit off there. Oh, one more. Oh, one more. Okay. There we go. Okay, hopefully, I'm gonna have to rewatch that pretty much immediately. Make sure I'm not getting drowned out there. But yeah, that is the Sanctuary Guardian. Nice, good start to the DLC, and I actually don't remember which side I need to go through. I think this is where we came from. Yeah, it definitely is. Go towards the big tree in the buildings. That's where we need to go. Because, there's a nice little safe haven that's gonna be our starting point for next time. Yeah, I like how they just immediately thrust you into the DLC. It's pretty much a check of, are you ready for this? If you can beat Sanctuary Guardian pretty comfortably, then, like, Sanctuary Guardian should be easy in comparison to the rest of the DLC. So if you beat him pretty comfortably after, like, 2 or 3 tries, or you feel like your damage and health are good for him, then you're probably ready for the DLC. But yeah, there's an NPC we can talk to here. Hello.
Well, look at this one. From what faraway age hast thou come? Thy scent is very human indeed, but not intolerable. Ah, Princess Dusk's savior. Thine aura is precisely as she described. I thank thee deeply for rescuing Her Highness, but Princess Dusk is here no longer, snatched away by that horrifying primeval human. And so I must ask, couldst thou once more play the savior? Thank you. I am Elizabeth, guardian of this sanctuary, something of a godmother to Princess Dusk. I shall assist thee to my utmost, for I am one with the sorceries of Ulasil.
Yeah, she'll sell us a few items, repair powders and gold pine resins, the same spells as Dusk. Let's see what else she has.
Further on, an abyss was begat of the ancient beast, and threatens to swallow the whole of Ulasil. Knight Artorias came to stop this, but such a hero has nary a murmur of dark. Without doubt he will be swallowed by the abyss, overcome by its utter blackness. Indeed, the abyss may be unstoppable. Still, I have faith that Princess Dusk may be rescued yet. Thou shalt see.
Okay. So yeah, our main quest here is to rescue Dusk from this primeval human. That's actually what brought us into the DLC, is that weird arm. But along the way, we're going to learn the mysteries of Artorias and what really happened to the Abyss Walker. But that stuff I'm going to leave for starting next time. So I'll see you guys then, where we'll fully jump into this amazing expansion. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.